Look, America has a dirty little secret. No, it's not politics. It's not healthcare. It's fried chicken. We're completely obsessed, like dangerously obsessed. Every single year, we tear through over 9 billion chickens. That's about 27 chickens per person. 27. Let that sink in. Your personal chicken body count is higher than most people's credit scores. But here's what really fries my brain. Everyone thinks they know which chain has the best fried chicken. Your uncle will fight you in the driveway over KFC because it's the original. Your coworker treats Popeyes like it's a religion. And don't even get me started on the Chick-fil-A diehards who would probably name their firstborn waffle fry. So today, I'm settling the debate once and for all. I ranked the fried chicken from 12 of the biggest chains in America, from absolute trash to god-tier perfection. And fair warning, your favorite chain, yeah, it probably got wrecked on this list. So grab a seat, loosen your belt, and prepare to have your chicken loyalty completely destroyed. At number 12, we've got Golden Chick. And look, Texans, I'm sorry, don't come for me in the comments. I know this place has die-hard fans who grew up eating it, but nostalgia doesn't equal greatness. Golden Chick is basically stuck in 1967, living off memories instead of flavor. Here's the deal, when their chicken is fresh, it's fine, not legendary, not bucket list worthy, just fine. The problem? Fresh at Golden Chick happens about as often as a solar eclipse. Most of the time, what you're handed is lukewarm, soggy, and as bland as hospital food on a bad day. Reviewers are savage about it too. One nailed it perfectly. It's okay, but Golden Chick's yucks cold. Another compared it to old school KFC before KFC went downhill, which sounds nice until you realize they basically called it retro mediocre. And the seasoning. Or should I say, the absolute lack of seasoning. Compared to the bold Cajun punch of Popeyes or the spicy kick of Dave's Hot Chicken, Golden Chick tastes like they dusted it with regret. Yes, they've got yeast rolls and catfish on the menu, but those feel like filler items. Like someone in corporate said, "Oh crap, we should probably serve something other than bland chicken," and raided the freezer aisle. Bottom line, for a chain that's been around for over 50 years, Golden Chick feels like it gave up around year 2 and decided good enough was the entire business model. Sliding into 11th place is Pollo Campero, and honestly, this one's tricky. On paper, they should be killing it. They're bringing Central American flair into a fried chicken world that usually just screams buttermilk, salt, and pepper. Founded in Guatemala in 1971, Pollo Campero marinates their chicken for hours, loads it with Latin spices, and serves it fresh daily. Sounds amazing, right? Here's the catch. That bold flavor is a double-edged machete. If you grew up eating American fried chicken, Pollo Campero can feel foreign. Not bad, just different. Some people bite into it and go, "Whoa, this is exotic." Others, "What the heck did they just put on my chicken?" Reddit reviews capture this perfectly. One Houston local said, "The chicken is good, but the sides are meh. Corn salad was fire," though another reviewer summed it up with, "Kinda cool. It felt exotic, but overall quality was meh." Translation: it's the type of place you try once, flex on Instagram, and then maybe never go back. And while we're at it, their sides are wild cards. Yucca fries and plantains. Love it. But sometimes they come out room temperature, which is basically the culinary equivalent of being ghosted mid-date. Plus, let's be real, with only about 100 locations in the US, most people watching this will never even see one. Ranking Pollo Campero is like reviewing unicorns. Yeah, they exist. Yeah, they're cool. But good luck finding one. So, props for originality. But broad appeal? That's another story. Now at number 10, we've got Church's Texas Chicken. And I already hear the Church's defenders cracking their knuckles in the comments. Here's the thing, the potential is definitely there. Founded in San Antonio back in 1952, Church's has spread to about 1,500 locations worldwide. Their honey butter biscuits? Legendary. Their spicy tenders? When fresh, they slap harder than a Texas summer. But that's where the honeymoon ends. The chicken quality is more inconsistent than your ex's text replies. Sometimes it's tender and juicy. Sometimes it's greasier than an auto shop floor. One poor soul on Reddit wrote, "The chicken was crispy outside but slimy inside. Fries were cold. Barely any meat. Just batter." Brutal. Yet in the same thread, someone else called it a solid 7.5 out of 10. So, depending on the day, Church's is either edible heaven or edible regret. And to be fair, when Church's gets it right, they really get it right. Massive chicken breasts with peppery, craggy breading that actually tastes like fried chicken is supposed to. Even their official social media hyped up jalapeno bombers like they're life-changing. And honestly, they're not wrong. But at the end of the day, Church's is like the fast fashion version of fried chicken. Cheap, accessible, fills you up. But don't expect it to last or impress anyone. At number 9, we've got Shake Shack, and I can already hear the foodies clutching their $8 milkshakes in protest. Look, Shake Shack has always been a burger brand first. That's their crown jewel, the reason people line up around the block. But somewhere along the way, they decided to wade into the fried chicken wars with their Chicken Shack sandwich. To be fair, it's a good sandwich. The chicken fillet is crispy without being greasy. The buttermilk herb mayo adds a tangy punch, and that soft potato bun pulls everything together into a clean, well-built bite. It looks great, it tastes great, and it definitely holds its own on presentation. But here's the problem. Shake Shack isn't just food, it's an experience. You're not just buying fried chicken, you're buying the vibe, the modern design, the curated branding, the luxury fast food identity. And all that polish comes with a price tag. By the time you've added fries and a drink, you're staring at a $15 to $20 tab for a meal that Popeyes or Chick-fil-A can outdo at half the cost. One reviewer summed it up perfectly. Good sandwich, but not $8 good. I'd eat it again, but I wouldn't crave it. That's the story here. Stylish, trendy, Instagram ready. But when it comes to real fried chicken battles, Shake Shack is the rich cousin at the cookout. Noticed, admired, but never the one you fight over. Verdict: Shake Shack makes a respectable chicken sandwich, but it's more about aesthetics than addiction. Great for Instagram, not great for your wallet. Sliding into number 8 is KFC, the Colonel himself. And this one honestly stings, because if fried chicken chains had a Hall of Fame, KFC would have been inducted first ballot. They're the OG. They practically invented fried chicken fast food. 11 herbs and spices, the red and white bucket, finger-licking good. It's all part of food history. But here's the truth. Modern KFC is not the KFC your grandparents brag about. Sometimes you get a bucket that's glorious, golden, crispy, juicy, exactly the way fried chicken is supposed to taste. Other times, it's soggy skin, lukewarm meat, and fries that taste like disappointment. The reviews prove it. One Redditor wrote, "Every bite was greasy, mushy, and flavorless." Haven't been back since. Meanwhile, another fan countered, "Say what you want, but when KFC nails it, nothing else compares. It's still the blueprint. That's the reality. Your experience depends on the location and the day. And then there are the gimmicks. Nashville Hot, Georgia Gold, Cheetos Chicken Sandwich. KFC is constantly throwing darts at a wall of ideas instead of perfecting their basics. Sometimes it works, sometimes it feels desperate. Even their own social media hyped up fried chicken-scented logs and crocs, which, let's be honest, no one actually asked for. Still, when KFC hits, it's pure nostalgia. The aroma when you crack open the bucket is legendary. That crispy flake of skin is timeless. But let's not lie. Popeyes, Raising Cane's, and even Wingstop have stolen the Colonel's thunder. KFC is fried chicken royalty, but these days, it feels more like a retired king telling stories about the good old days. But before we move on to number 7, quick reminder, if you're enjoying this countdown, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us bring you more rankings, more debates, and yes, more fried chicken showdowns. At number 7, we've got Bojangles, the chain that treats fried chicken and biscuits like holy scripture. Founded in North Carolina back in 1977, Bojangles quickly carved its name into Southern food culture with 2 unbeatable weapons: Cajun seasoned chicken that packs real flavor and buttermilk biscuits so good they could probably end wars. The legendary Cajun filet biscuit isn't just a menu item, it's a rite of passage. People down south will argue tooth and nail that nothing else comes close. But here's the rub. Bojangles is basically regional royalty. If you're in the Carolinas, Georgia, or anywhere in its stronghold, you'll hear locals swear it's the best chicken on earth. Step outside that bubble, though, and half the country has never even laid eyes on one. And even if you do stumble across a location, the quality can be shakier than gas station Wi-Fi. On a good day, you're getting juicy, spicy perfection that hits all the right notes. On a bad day, you'll swear they fried it yesterday and just nuked it for you today. Still, Bojangles earns massive points for personality. Their biscuits? Iconic. Their sweet tea? Basically liquid sugar, but in the best southern way possible. Their chicken? Spicy, distinct, and memorable. Bojangles may not be everywhere, but in the South, it's more than food. It's culture, tradition, and lifestyle all wrapped in a biscuit. Now at number 6, we've got Zaxby's, the chain that made people believe chicken fingers deserve their own religion. Let's be real, Zaxby's doesn't even try to play the grandma's fried chicken game. No buckets, no bones. It's all about strips, crinkle fries, toast, and dipping sauces. And honestly, it works. Their chicken is solid, crispy outside, juicy inside, but the real star of the show is that Zax sauce. It's tangy, peppery, addictive. You could dip cardboard in it and still think it's a 5-star meal. But here's the catch. Zaxby's has a sneaky habit of draining your wallet. You walk in expecting fast food prices. You walk out realizing you just paid sit-down money for chicken fingers and fries. And while it's tasty, it's not exactly life-changing. One fan summed it up perfectly. Without the sauce, Zaxby's is mid. And that's the truth. The sauce makes the meal. Without it, you've just got expensive strips and crinkle fries. So yeah, Zaxby's is craveable, fun, and perfect for late-night munchies. But in the Fried Chicken Hall of Fame, they're a strong supporting act, not the headliner. Cracking the top 5, we've got Wingstop, the chain that basically looked at buckets of fried chicken and said, "Forget that. Let's build an empire on wings." Founded back in 1994 in Garland, Texas, Wingstop came into the fried chicken game late. But instead of trying to be the next KFC or Popeyes, they doubled down on one lane, flavored wings with cult-level loyalty. Lemon pepper, mango habanero, Louisiana rub atomic. If you've eaten at Wingstop, you've probably had a full-blown debate with friends about which flavor is king. But here's the truth. Wingstop is only as good as your local spot. When it's fresh, it's unbeatable. Crispy skin, sauced perfectly. Fries dusted with that addictive seasoned salt. One fan tweeted, "Wingstop lemon pepper is a personality trait at this point." Another wrote on Reddit, "When it's hot and fresh, nothing else compares. When it's not, it's straight trash." That sums it up. They're either heavenly or heartbreak. And then there's Rick Ross, their unofficial hype man turned franchise owner. He once bragged about his lemon pepper wings like they were pure gold, and the internet ran with it. Memes, TikToks, even rap lyrics. Wingstop has become bigger than just food. Verdict: Wingstop isn't grandma's fried chicken. But in the wing world, they're cultural icons and the undefeated champ. Sliding into number 4 is Raising Cane's, the chain that somehow built an entire empire off one thing: chicken fingers. No thighs, no wings, no sandwiches piled high with toppings. Just tenders, crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, a scoop of coleslaw, and that famous Cane's sauce. That's it. On paper, it almost sounds too bare bones. Fast food usually thrives on variety, but Cane's proves that sometimes less really is more. Their chicken fingers are consistently hot, juicy, and perfectly breaded with a crunch that hits the same way every time. The fries? Honestly, pretty mid. The coleslaw? Easily skippable, but the Texas toast? Golden and soft with just the right amount of butter, paired with that magical Cane's sauce? That's the cheat code. People have literally driven across state lines just for the joy of dunking fresh chicken into that sauce. But here's the catch. If Cane's sauce isn't your thing, the whole menu kind of collapses. It's like discovering your favorite band only knows one song. That song may be a hit, but there's no B-side to fall back on. And yet, simplicity has worked in their favor. With massive US expansions and celebrity superfans like Post Malone championing the brand, Cane's has transformed just chicken fingers into a billion-dollar obsession. Verdict: Raising Cane's doesn't try to do it all. They focus on one lane, master it, and people line up around the block because of it. Respect. Kicking off the top 3, we've got Jollibee, the Filipino giant that turned fried chicken into a cultural phenomenon. If you've never been, Jollibee isn't just a restaurant, it's an experience. Their signature chicken joy isn't fancy, it isn't overcomplicated, it's just crispy, juicy, perfectly seasoned chicken that somehow never misses. Add in gravy so addictive people literally pour it on rice, fries, and sometimes even spaghetti. And you start to see why Jollibee has fans camping outside new locations like it's a concert. Yes, I said spaghetti. Sweet-style spaghetti with hot dog slices that would get you kicked out of any Italian kitchen. But at Jollibee, it's comfort food. Pair that with fried chicken, peach mango pie, and you've got a menu that feels like it was designed by a kid with unlimited imagination. Yet it works. The vibe is different too. Walk into a Jollibee and you don't just see customers, you see families, kids, entire communities hanging out. It's a fast food chain that feels like a holiday every time you visit. Verdict: Jollibee doesn't just serve food, it serves joy. And in a fried chicken showdown, that joy is powerful enough to land them in the top 3. At number 2, we've got the heavyweight champ of American fried chicken, Popeyes. Founded in New Orleans in 1972, Popeyes took fried chicken, drowned it in Cajun flavor, and never looked back. This is the chain that gave us the chicken sandwich that broke the internet in 2019, sparking lines around the block, sellouts, and even fights in parking lots. That's not hype, that's history. Popeye's chicken is the real deal. Crispy, crunchy batter that shatters when you bite it, juicy meat inside, and a spice blend that doesn't hold back. Their sides? Also legendary: red beans and rice, Cajun fries, biscuits that crumble into buttery chaos. But here's the flip side: Popeyes is chaotic. Service can be slow, orders can get mixed up, and sometimes your chicken comes out fresh and god tier. Other times it tastes like it sat under a heat lamp during halftime. It's fast food roulette. Still, when Popeyes is on its game, no one in America touches them. They're bold, flavorful, and absolutely deserving of the number 2 spot. Verdict: Popeyes is fried chicken at its loudest and proudest. Messy, chaotic, delicious, unforgettable. Taking the crown at number 1 is Chick-fil-A, the chain that proved you don't need 47 menu items or gimmicky spice levels to dominate the fried chicken game. Founded in Georgia back in 1946, Chick-fil-A built an empire on one thing: the chicken sandwich. No frills, no circus acts, just a buttered bun, pickles, and a perfectly breaded chicken breast that's somehow juicy, crispy, and never greasy. That pressure cooking technique they use? It locks in flavor like Fort Knox. But here's the real secret weapon: consistency. Doesn't matter if you're in Atlanta, Los Angeles, or the middle of nowhere, your Chick-fil-A sandwich is going to taste the same. That's witchcraft in the fast food world. And the sides: waffle fries that actually taste like potatoes, lemonade that slaps, breakfast that doesn't feel like an afterthought. Oh, and let's not forget the sauces. Chick-fil-A sauce is so iconic people literally steal extra packets, hoard them at home, and even buy it by the bottle. Add in customer service so polite it feels like you accidentally walked into a 5-star hotel, and you've got the most bulletproof fried chicken operation in America. Now, is it everyone's favorite? People will argue it's overrated, that the hype is too much, that other chains taste better when fresh. Fair enough, but Chick-fil-A isn't just about taste. It's about reliability. It's the chain you can count on 99 times out of 100, and that's why it takes the number 1 spot. Verdict: Chick-fil-A is fried chicken's final boss. Simple, consistent, flawless execution, the undefeated champ of the drive-thru. And there you have it, the fried chicken power rankings, from number 12 all the way to number 1, from Pollo Campero's Latin spice experiments to Church's greasy gamble, all the way up to Chick-fil-A's throne of consistency. We've seen the good, the bad, and the crispy. But here's the real kicker: fried chicken is personal. It's not just food, it's memories, it's family traditions, it's late-night cravings. Your number 1 might not even be on this list. Maybe you swear by that local gas station joint that serves drumsticks in paper bags at 2 a.m., the kind of place that only takes cash and serves chicken so fresh it could outshine any national chain. Or maybe you'll die on the hill that Popeyes should have been king. Some folks will always side with nostalgia and stick with KFC, while others are fully converted to the cult of Cane's sauce. And that's the beauty of fried chicken in America. It's everywhere, but no two people experience it the same way. Every bite comes with bias, and every ranking sparks a fight. One thing's clear: America will never stop arguing about fried chicken. And honestly, that's exactly how it should be. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we've got plenty more food battles coming your way. Until next time, keep those fries hot, your biscuits buttered, and your chicken extra crispy.